Hey guys, wanted to create a video on pressure cooking, and this is a common, typical pressure cooker. I forget if it's 6 or 8 quart, but the safety. This is very important because this is not a. This is something you have to watch. It's dangerous if you don't use it properly or correctly. And I'm just going to show you a few things about it. This right now has a pulled pork inside, and it is locked. Okay, and it's secure. It means there's no steam coming out of the edges. I have a what's called a blow-off valve is right here, and you can tell it's working because it's okay. See the pressure under that? Big time. There's another valve here. You see? I wouldn't suggest doing that. I'm just showing you. And this is the rocker. This is a weight that is fitted for this top. And I have the pressure full, as you can see, just enough to where there's a little bit of pressure coming out. You can hear it. That means the temperature is up. Now, I just put this on. I put this on about 10 minutes ago. I set my timer for an hour because I'm going to check it in an hour. And the food is cool in there. I have a 5-pound pulled pork in there, almost 5 pounds. And my low, I'm on a little over between 1 and 2. I brought it up initially to get the pressure. I only have a little bit of water in there, maybe a couple of cups, just a little bit. Build the steam, which is going to cook the product and tenderize it under steam. And set your timer. Always set a timer. Depending on what you're working with, smaller items, chicken is a faster cook. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes for a smaller item. Again, this is a 5-pound bone-in pork butt. So I'm going an hour and I'll check it. It may be done at that point. It might not. Now, when you get to now you know that the thing is pressurized, right? And you have the rocker, which you just touch it. You know is working. And I don't have too much pressure going in. I mean, some people put this on. I'm going to turn this up a little bit and show you what happens. Actually, almost immediately, you're going to start seeing pressure build and that thing rocking. See it? Now, if you let it go too far, I mean, the reality is this should blow, and then you're going to have a mess on the ceiling before this whole thing just blows up. But I'm going to bring the heat down just so it's a very minor hissing. I'm going to bring this down, and you'll see how quickly that'll adjust. See how quickly that'll adjust. So I just brought the temperature down, and you hear it starting to calm down a little bit. But as time goes on, the food inside your pressure cooker is going to warm up. And it doesn't take as much heat to rock that, But at this point, I have it on a low. I'm going to probably maintain it at a 1.5 on my thing. Keeping an eye, learn about your system, because there's different pressures on the fire. My system on this is a little different than yours, but again, you're bringing up the pressure in the cooker. You're getting this to rock a little bit. Not too much. You're going to put your timer on, and you're going to pay attention to your kitchen. You're not going to go to the beach and come back to a house burnt down. You have to keep an eyeball on things, okay? So when the hour comes and I want to check this, I'm going to turn my burner off. I'm going to pull it to the side. Okay, I'm going to pull it to the side. And you can remove this slowly, or you can allow it to cool for a few minutes, and then start to relieve the pressure little by little. Another thing I do is I put this right in the sink, and I'll run water on the top, not touching anything. Just start with a warmer water, and then I'll let it cool, and I'll allow the water to depressurize, sort of say, okay? And this will drop, and you won't have pressure. Once this drops, that's a lock. That locks this handle from opening. So that's a thing that comes up and locks the handle. So you can't open it with the pressure in there. You'll blow yourself up. So that comes up and locks the mechanism. You can't open that like that. You could try, you can't. Hopefully that's working for you and doing the right thing and locking the handle. Once that goes down, you're able to open. Okay? Again, when that goes down, and that goes down, right? And you have no pressure, it's safe to open. Then you look at your food and see how you're doing. Okay? Allow like 5 minutes for this whole thing to settle down. But before you open, that has to drop, and there can't be pressure in the thing, okay? Then you can open up and go from there. All right? The trick I have of bringing this pressure down quickly, I'll do it for you now. So I'm going to bring it over to my sink, and you can see everything's pressure. I'm gonna put my water on slow. Now this is it's a medium water. It's lukewarm, and what you'll see is, yep, we're done. You saw this dropped, and there's no pressure. See how quickly that is? I usually do that when I don't have time. I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna pull it off. And there's my food. Boy, I can't wait. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back on. It smells beautiful. I'm gonna put it back on. Turn it. Make sure it's on. It's on tight. It's on tight. I'm gonna take it. Get it back onto the stove because it's not done. I still have some time. It's a big 5-pound roast. And allow it to come back up. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to stand here and watch. I'm going to hang out in the kitchen here and allow this to come back. This is going to pop up and lock the handle. The pressure is going to build. It's already starting to pop a little bit. It doesn't take long to bring it back if things aren't ready. But you saw how quickly that water took the pressure out just by the coldness. You know, the cold sucks heat out and drops the thing. It's a little magic trick that happens when you put a water on your thing. All right, guys? I hope that helped you. I'm going to make a video after this is done to show you guys the pulled pork. This is it coming up into a lock mechanism. Oh, there it goes. So that there just locked the handle. You can see that starting to pressurize. And give it a minute. So this usually will come up pretty quickly if everything's still hot in there. And you just have to hang out and watch. You know, you can't leave. Once this is pressurized, which it is, I'm gonna bring it back because I know I just took it off just to show you guys. I'm gonna bring this back down to my low temperature, and I'm good to go. I'm all set. This will go back to where it was, and a little bit of rock, a little bit, not crazy. And then I'm going to wait for my time to go off, and then I'm going to do what I did before in my sink. All right, guys? Hope this taught you a little bit about pressure cooking. Remember, it's something you have to take care of, and just make sure that everything is shut tight. This is the locking mechanism, and there's pressures, and you can use your sink with the water to depressurize. That drops, you can open up, and if you need to protect yourself with oven mitts and stuff like that, that's a high temperature mitt you can use. Do it. Anyhow, hope this helped you guys. Okay, talk to you soon.